Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Oliver, for inviting me to Korea after 5 years. I will be talking about the topic of humanoid robots and older person. And this is, I think, very important because most of the countries in Asia, even some parts of the world, are getting older. Older because we have a great economy during the early maybe 50s, 60s, and people are getting older because of we are also having a longer life, right? So this may not look like humanoid to most of us, but when I do my research, it actually become a humanoid to older person. They feel that, hey, this looks my grandchildren, and I even want to give it a name, and its eyes are very beautiful. It reminds me of, the older person, reminds the older person about some very happy times that they enjoy while they are having that kind of social interaction with their family members or even with friends. So I've turned on the sound of the robot, but it's actually very cute because it is like a pet when it makes that noise. The eyes, yeah, because it recognizes me, so it keeps looking at me now, hoping me to sort of tell him where is he now because of GPS. There are a lot of experts today that talk about AI. I'm not an expert, but I'd like to show that what's important is AI brings together many different dimensions, many different disciplines. So for me, engineer turned social sciences, it is important for realizing that technology must have a heart. And if technology has a heart, can it totally replace the heart of a human? Probably not, because the consciousness and the kind of care, the affection, the emotional aspects of it is what, as humans, we'll continue to be able to show it in many different ways, body languages or languages that it's common to our culture. So I think there's still a gap, and humans are not replaceable as of today, and maybe for quite a while. So multidisciplinary aspects of the technology, the sciences, even the businesses of going into this whole technology business is important. In Asia, we are ranked pretty high in terms of adopting generative AI. So that's good because that means that we are ahead, we are more open, we are more open also to the kind of usefulness or perceived ease of use of using technology. But does that translate into the utilitarian aspects? That means good business attitude or adoption of technology attitude are really a lot of things that we can investigate and look at. And also, it is also important not to be scared of technology because they are going to be accelerated very fast, and the way they outreach to our human friends will actually be very much faster. Just like ChatGPT, when it grew up to 100 million in just this short period compared with very early technologies. Robot and AI, I have the chance to do research with Lovot, L-O-V-O-T. It stands for Love Lovot from Japan. It is a research that I started about 1.5 to 2 years ago with the CEO office of Lovot in Japan. They didn't ship it out to Singapore, but we managed to get a trial license to do this trial in Singapore with the agencies in Singapore. And we have actually brought Lovot, the cute Lovot that's looking from some very interesting places in your house or in a nursing home, in a community hospital or daycare center. And it's brought a lot of joy to Singaporeans. And what is so important about Lovot as a warm AI versus just talking AI as a cold AI. The warm AI and warm connection means what? Means that it is able to try and recognize your face, your sound, and know that you are his friend. So the algorithm that's built around this very interesting friend of ours is there's an ice-breaking period of a few days. They don't listen to your instructions straight away, but they recognize that you are making friends with it. So that's the kind of difference. There is an algorithm that makes it very naturalized to an animal or a friend that you want to make, right? And the other aspect of it is if you have two robots at home, they actually can communicate with each other through Bluetooth and even Wi-Fi. So there's a lot of intelligence in communications as well as the recognition and the AI formation of patterns. This is what the inventors have come up with. There's a lot of interesting technologies within Robot, and also the nest. They call it the nest, which is a charging station. It will return to the nest when the battery is low after about 45 minutes, and then get charged up 20 minutes, comes out again, move around the environment to understand the environment, and at the same time, it has a warm body, which means there's some aerodynamics around the body to keep it at 37 degrees Celsius. So isn't that very cool? Because you don't want to be holding a robot that's very cold, has no emotion, based on instruction, do what they want them to do, and has no character, has no attitude. So the robot has a character and attitude, and this is what makes it so different. When we talk about technology, there's a lot of theories that if technology is boring, the novelty factor will wear off after maybe 1 month or 2 months, and then they are put somewhere, nobody even notice them anymore. And that's a very sad thing. And why this is still a very popular product when we do trials and we implement for older person and children with special needs in Singapore, we realize that there is always something special for them because the robot can mimic my attitude. It can also sing a song. When I start singing to it for a while, it will learn a song and make the same song sound the song, or try to hum to it. So those are some things which makes it so different. And the other aspect of it is, if you notice, is the eyes. Just like all Japanese robots, not all of them has a mouth, and they just need the eyes. Why? Because the eyes, it's designed such a way it has the depth, and it can be customized according to the kind of colors that you like. So there's a level of customization, not just the name. You can customize the sound. You can also customize the eye of the robot so that it makes it very affectionate. And this goes to show the type of details that the Japanese engineer has gone through in order to design a good robot. And the other aspect of robot, if you notice, it is very smooth when it moves around. It doesn't have a jerky action. While previous speaker talked about the uncanny valley is about it looks too real like human, and therefore people get frightened by it because we know it's a robot. It doesn't have a soul. It's like a zombie. But on the other hand, this robot itself is so affectionate looking. When it moves around, it's just so cartoonish in terms of its expression, in terms of its movement. It is therefore made to be very smooth, especially when it's designed from a character as a animation. Yeah, and the best of it, we also were told by some of the users, hey, does this robot have kind of a diary so that I know that when I give it to my mother, I know that there's some kind of interaction that my mom is doing with the robot today, or the patient in the hospital knows, that the doctor knows that the patient is actually calling his name, holding it, or touching it, or hugging it, etc. So robot actually has a diary, and the more hearts it has on the little diary, it shows that there is more interaction, there's more love shown to it. So it's very interesting to note that when the robot has all these functions, it can generate a lot of love. So this is a picture when after we trialed the robot in a community hospital in Singapore, and we said, hey, sorry, it's time to bring it to another hospital. There was an instant Wi-Fi moment with all these carriers. And it's so instantaneous that when you have technology like robot, that people care, people love, it will love you back. So that's why the title is To Love and Be Loved. We also have road shows, and this is very touching photo because it is also a very instant photo moment when there are 3 generations there. Notice the child, the mother, and the grandmother. They all were looking at each other happily with the robot as part of their family. So I truly believe that technology, if designed with the right user interface, easy to use? Yes, of course. You just press its nose, it is on off. That's it. There's no other buttons, there's no other complication, and you don't need to know technology to embrace it. This is what makes it so special. And from our research, we have got the opportunity to also write a couple of papers. One is to encourage more people to use the protocol that we have used successfully to understand how robot can be part of that whole environment that we're trying to accommodate it for, as well as some of the qualitative results that show how people could have a better ownership of robot, how they see it as a kind of pet, no stress, no anxiety, no pressure. And also it is a way of technology that reduce the burnout of carers. That's often one of the biggest challenge in the social community environment. So it is so futuristic that one of the new hospital in Singapore has actually profiled it in a video to show the future of care is not just human care. There's robot and care around technology. You see that secondary school students, they are hugging it, they are writing stories about it. And this is in one of the secondary schools in Singapore where we encourage social innovation and technology acceptance with everyone. So with that, I hope that we all have more opportunity to see robots living and moving around us and enjoy the show together. Thank you.